Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself second-point defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad position.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Bengals. 62 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now Joe Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here's Watson now on second down. He's going to fire one deep over. He's got a man complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or are asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
From the 50, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Caught right side, Davis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up second down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Watson, off play action. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run with Mixon. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Now a play fake here on first down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Come back, come back. Hey.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
4 down, check, 4 down. Come back, come back. Come back, come back. Hey.
To throw on second is Watson. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
4 down.
Watson on 1st down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. looking to throw. Flush to his right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Sutton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And here comes the Texans now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson rolling to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Bengals hoping Mixon improves on the numbers from his rookie year. He's back there again on first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now they try the right side here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Let's go. Catch it. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Check three.
On first down, Watson. He's got Fuller. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
To throw on third down, Watson. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to Mixon on first down. Uses the spin, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll go on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way up to the 46. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now here's Ross. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Tiger.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now a handoff looking right. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Reset. 2 jet. Come back.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it. And got his man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Watson now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. On second down, here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw to Mixon on the check down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take